The magic words for your business is live longer and better.
Right.
But we're also talking of a 12% growth every year for
Right.
the medical spa market.
Right, absolutely.
What opportunities do you see there?
But I think it's a fantastic market today, the medical spa market. If we look at the overall, the global wellness market, we are talking about a 4 trillion market. The biggest part is anti-age. And the spa business is 100 billion. And out of this 100 billion, you have 7 billion, which is the medical spa market. So overall, it's still today a quite small market, but like you said, growing very fast. We are talking about 12% every year. So it's one of the market which is growing faster inside the global wellness market.
But what are the challenges that you're facing now?
Let's say, I think the business model of Clinique La Prairie is exactly what is requested today. It's people are a little bit, they want something more than what I call the 1 hour wellness, no? That you can find in a spa. So they are searching something which has to be much more transformative in terms of, like you said the right words when we say we help people living a longer, healthier and better life. And this cannot be done only with the traditional spa, but is requiring much more. And this is what we try to offer to our client at Clinique La Prairie. It's really an holistic approach, which is putting together the medical part with our exceptional doctor, the nutrition, the movement, and the well-being. So all these 4 parts has to stay together to give really a transformative experience to the clients.
The spa here, the medical spa here is pretty unique in Switzerland. Can you tell us anything about your total revenue, any figures?
Listen, we don't communicate the figures. It's a family-owned company, so we prefer not to disclose our figure, but I can tell you that we are having since 3 years over 20% growth. Our clients are 99% of our clients of our wellness business are international. 40% are coming to Asia, from Asia, which is today our biggest, most important market. 20% are coming from Americas, 20% from Europe, and 20% are coming from Middle East and Russia. So let's say we have a quite diversified portfolio of clients, and we are, let's say, truly international, multinational business from this point of view.
Let's talk now about your global strategy.
Yeah.
North America is clearly the target. This is where we see the biggest growth. That's also the biggest portion of your international clientele.
Yeah, Asia is the biggest portion today. We
Right.
have 40% are coming from Asia, 30% is China, 10% is the rest of Asia. But you're right, for sure. Our target of clients are ultra net worth individuals, and United States is still the country where you can find more of these clients. So
Right.
definitely, being today United States a little bit more than 10% of our total revenues, but there is for sure the strategy of being much more present in United States compared to what we are today. And let's say the last 2 years where we start to put some focus in United States, we are having exceptional results from this point of view. We're almost double in 2 years the client coming from United States.
But you're targeting the super rich, so those
Right.
with more than 30 million francs in wealth. Why being so selective?
Let's say it's a choice. Since ever, Clinique La Prairie has been very selective. We have only 35 room here. We have an average of 45 guests for over 300 people of staff. So that's simply our market. It's not that we want to be selective. I think that this is what we are good in doing. We are good in serving this type of client. We are good in creating value for this type of client from an health point of view. We like to be more and more, I don't like the name, but I think it's easy to understand, the health concierge of this type of client, and that's what we want to continue to be in the future.
What about emerging markets like Brazil, India, China?
Yeah, they are definitely interesting. You know, the wellness markets today is still a market which is still United States and Europe are the 2 most important areas for the wellness market, but Asia is the country where the wellness market is growing faster. So I think we are already well established there, but for sure the focus has to continue to be in Asia.
Your plan is to open new clinics, especially in the US and China. How difficult is it? I mean, you have a 50-strong staff here when it comes to doctors
Yes,
only.
right.
How difficult is it to hire, to find skilled professionals?
Yes. Let's say, first of all, let me tell you that the strategy about having new clinics is more a strategy which is focused on how can we really help even more our clients. So the first question is how can we continue to follow our client when they are back in New York or when they are back in Singapore, in Hong Kong. So the first idea of the City Hub, we have discussed quickly about the City Hub, which is this idea of having spa, aesthetic medicine, longevity consultation, is the idea of continue to help the client when they are back home. An experience, we think that the experience here, the 1 week experience that we are offering here is really transformative, but if you are able to follow up after, the change is going to be permanent for our clients. Now, the improvement of their health is going to be permanent. So that's why we want to do this City Hub. That's why we want to do other 2 clinics, at least one in the United States and one in Asia. And the idea is, again, to continue to follow our client there.
How difficult is it to find the right staff to provide this service?
I think that you point out the most difficult things. The difference that makes the difference here are the exceptional quality of our doctors. So when we do the same model outside Switzerland, the challenge will be to find the same professional. So of course this will need, we will need to find a partner in the United States and in Asia from the medical point of view. And I also think that the other City Hub will need to be less medical than Clinique La Prairie. It will be impossible to replicate the same model that we have here. Like you said, we have 50 doctors with a still strong medical presence, but probably as not important as here. Then clients will need to be at least once a year to Clinique La Prairie to find the full range of offering from a medical point of view.
So you're just following the trend because the trend is actually going more into wellness than medical treatment.
I would say that the trend in reality is that the spa are going more medical. But when you talk about medical spa, you are usually talking about a spa with 1 doctor or 2 doctors. The business model here is much different. Here you have a full-fledged hospital, you have a radiology, you can find all the practice, you have in-house doctor. So,
but how do you find the solution if you cannot have the same model that you have here abroad?
We will not do all the program that we are doing here. So the program which are requesting a stronger medical presence will be done only here. But we will do all the program, like for example the Master Docs, which requires a medical supervision, but not all the practice that we have here.
Many in the hotel trade and private hospitals are upgrading their services. Right. This is also a trend. So how do you face competition?
We're going back to the problem of value. So today the majority of the 5-star hotel, they have beautiful spa. So the spa today, having a beautiful spa is not anymore a point of difference. So the question is, for the accommodation business, how can we offer more value to our client? For sure, medical spa is the trend. For us, I mean, it's easy because we are like this since 85 years. So this model of putting together the well-being part, which is the spa part, and it's not only a reality spa because we are talking about yoga, we are talking about alternative medicine, we are talking about meditation, mindfulness, and the medical part is our history since ever. So I think that in reality, really, what everybody is searching for is the model that today we can already offer at Clinique La Prairie.
Do you see any areas that are looking more challenging to accomplish this goal?
Again, I think that the idea is how can we offer a complete set of product that can help the client to continue to sustain and to learn what they learn here at Clinique La Prairie. And today probably the biggest challenge is the technology. So how can we use the technologies that today you have, for example, the wearables, all the technologies that are able to stay connected. Even if you are far away today, there are incredible technologies that we can use to connect our clients and patients to our doctor. So the challenge will be really to use in the best way possible this technology.
Now, talking more about your own experience, you've been in the cosmetic business for more than 15 years. Yeah. You've been in this position of CEO for 2 years now here in Switzerland. How different is it to be a CEO here comparing to your previous experience?
But I think I started my career in consulting in the luxury business. I moved, like you said, in cosmetic with a strong focus on research and development. And I think that this place, in fact, is the two souls of this place are a strong scientific part, so a strong focus on innovation, research, development, but we are at the same time also a luxury business. So we have really to serve our client, this type of client, like a truly luxury business.
Have you personally tried anything here?
Yeah, I try. Listen, I'm very much a product guy, so I like very much to learn, understand, try new technologies, going around, read. I think is a fundamental part of our job as CEO. Is not anymore the kind of old general manager is. So I like, yes, the answer is yes. I like very much to understand, study, and look for the best technology, because the idea is always to offer to our client the best of the best that is available in the market.